Well, it's so weird. Also, I'm going to check and see who we have on here listening and watching. Um,
Just for the viewers out there, we will get to Waiting for Guffman in time. It will happen.
I was thinking about that as well. I do want to. You want to start that back up maybe the beginning of August, the first Thursday in August? I mean, October?
Sure. I'm good. We may have to rework our schedule a little bit, but...
Is it changing up again?
Well, I teach a class on Thursday night, so I do like my last little bit of prep for like 2 hours before. And I don't want to be rushed when we're doing a show.
Right.
I like to be a lot more relaxed, but we'll figure that out, whatever. But we still need to do the live version of it where we watch it, but we need to figure out a movie that a lot of people have access to.
Now, somebody the other day had mentioned, I had went to visit my friend at the ABC store, and so he had said that he hadn't heard of a lot of the movies that we watch, and I think most people probably. Probably.
I'd say it's at least 50-50, if not less than that.
Yeah.
I mean, some of the ones that you point out I'd never heard of before. Some of them I'd heard of, but I didn't know anything about them.
Yeah, I did tell him. I said, we do choose not the most mainstream of movie. I guess Walter Mitty might be the most mainstream movie we've chosen, maybe.
Yeah. Can we talk about Schitt's Creek? And how they absolutely cleaned up this weekend at the Emmys.
I saw that.
And like I said, there were some good shows out there. They weren't the greatest shows. I mean, you don't have like a Friends or whatever. But Dead to Me is pretty good.
Yeah.
Did
you finish Dead to Me?
Mm-hmm, we watched that.
I need to finish the second season. I haven't finished it. Now that I don't have a viewing partner, though, it's going to be harder for me to watch some of these shows.
You just have to find another viewing partner.
Yeah,
there's other viewing partners out there.
After we talk about this, I was going to talk about kind of leading into that, so I don't want to forget that. So
I'll just say this: it was a pretty good field, but they deserved every single. I still haven't gotten to season 6, but if it's anything like all the other seasons, besides season 1, where it was still
finding it.
Oh my gosh, that show is so stinking good.
Well, see, what was fun about that show is I've listened to most of the show, not actually watched most of it, because I would say, I mean, we would probably watch a season driving to DC and a season driving back, and she went with me at least twice, so that's 4 trips, so it's probably 4 seasons.
Mm-hmm.
So
it's so good.
I've only actually seen with my eyes probably 10 or 12 episodes, but I've heard them all, and it is a really good show. Thanks everyone for tuning in. I can't really tell who's tuning in right now, but yeah, I saw where they cleaned up. And who would have thought though, with the name of the shows, the title of the show is not in a way it's a good representation of the show, but in a way it isn't.
Yeah.
Because first, the name of the show turned me off from
me
the
too.
show. And
and then I watched the pilot episode, and so I've been watching a little bit of the masterclass, Shonda Rhimes masterclass on writing, and she said you need to write a good pilot, you got to watch a bunch of pilots, write the pilots that you think are really good, and then watch the pilots that you don't think are good and figure out why. That pilot was not good.
Right.
I don't think it was a good one. I was not interested in the show at all.
I remember you telling me.
Once they get there, everything changed. I think there were still some plot lines that I was like, I don't really like this as much, but I was into it. And now I'm like,
where it was going to go. Like the show went completely different direction than I expected, especially in the later seasons.
Don't give away too much. I'm only on season 5.
Okay. Well, who's your favorite character? Who's your favorite 2 characters up to this point?
I really like Stevie.
Yeah.
I just think Stevie's fun and just like plain. And then I like David.
Yeah.
Really like Alex loves Moira.
I love her and I love David. Those are my favorite 2.
Yeah. Moira, like her accent kind of got on my nerves for a little while, but I've kind of gotten over it because I love these like random phrases that she uses.
Yes, those phrases grow on you. At first, I was like, her accent sounded too put on for me to begin with. But as it grows on you, the random, and not only the phrases, but the wording, the way she words things.
Like, how do you write that stuff? I really wish, I need to like start writing down how she words these things, because they get the point across in the most random way possible.
And random and unique way.
Like, it's just, we know what we're talking about, but it's
if people haven't checked the show out, please check it out. And it's on it's on a network called like Pop Network, which I never heard of before this.
They had another reality show that I used to watch a long time ago, I think, or a rerun. Maybe there was something that used to be on Pop. Oh, Big Brother used to do like a 2-hour live thing every night at midnight where you could just kind of view in Big Brother. That's where I knew Pop from.
Is that the thing where you could, like, I know what Big Brother is, but as a viewer, you could log on and look at each room or the house and watch it?
It was like that, except it was like they streamed what they wanted. Like, they took the best angles that they wanted and streamed them for like 2 hours that you didn't have to pay for. But then you could also pay for it, and you get 4 cameras. Usually 2 cameras in one room, 2 cameras in another room that you can kind of mess with. But Pop would do like a 2 to 4 hour just like block of the same thing. Just it's live, and you get to see it with a minor delay just because they would bleep stuff out. But that's the only thing I knew about Pop.
You wanted to be on Big Brother, didn't you?
I have been applying for 7-8 years, maybe longer than that, maybe 10 years, which this year they went with an all-star. So I'm like, okay, fine. I understand I didn't get it.